Hi everyone, welcome to the Gacha Memories redo of 2024. Alright, so another update on my throat. Earlier today, after like 2 hours after I got off work, I emptied my trash can and took the garbage out, which of course is a golden opportunity to take what I should have taken like 3 days ago. I should have took Dayquil, because I hear that helps with other things that involves the cold or flu, including a sore throat. Yeah, I should have thought about that. So right now, I took it today, and so far, my throat is slowly recovering. All I am is just feeling the after effects of my sore throat. Now, let's see if the after effects of my sore throat doesn't, screw around during this storyline. So this video is gonna end at 10:33 because I had to go use the bathroom, as always. And apparently SML has not yet uploaded. Just give me another second to I'm sorry. Every time I try to check something on the Revelry, it just shuts down randomly. God, that's really pissing me off. Goodness. Alright. That's why I threw it at my chair. Okay. I'm sorry for that. Alright, both me and Mitsuko then enter the elevator, waiting in comfortable silence for a short travel to the first floor. Now that I think about it, something was bothering me about this whole thing. What was it? Luni was visibly shaken up after her analysis, like some terrifying nightmare had become reality. She recovered quickly, but even I could recognize the beginnings of a panic attack. Yep, that's the sound of the after effects. Me repeatedly clearing my throat. The mood on the living room quickly snuffed out. The easygoing atmosphere both me and Mitsuko had. Luni was sitting on the table with her hands on her head. Lilith was there too, trying to comfort her master with a soft shoulder massage. I wonder what's going on. Ellie looked worried, and upon spotting me, had quickly flew towards me. Travis, Mitsuko, are you two okay? Yes, Ellie, we're fine. My natural healing took care of the problem pretty fast. I'm not 100%, but I'll be there in just another day of rest, Master. And of course, Mitsuko calls Ellie Master. Okay. And you? How are you feeling? Me? She looks really worried, even more so than yesterday. I wonder what happened. It hurts less than yesterday. At least I still can't move it, though. Mitsuko here decided to numb my arm for the time being, though. I see. That's good. At least you won't be in pain during the healing process. Of course. I won't be hurt. Ellie, what's wrong? Why is Luni like that? Well, a hacker! A bloody hacker! And not just any, but an absolute worst of them. Oh my goodness! Luni lashed out! Holy crap! That was scary. Luni's voice was shaky as she told that. In fact, she seemed absolutely terrified right now. Oh, goodness. That was horrid. But a hacker? Not those nerds who hack into computers for money or crack and pirate games. The correct term would be a reality hacker. Usually we don't talk about crack on anime visual novels. A reality hacker? But don't your abilities work quite like that? Luni shakes her head. You're wrong. My abilities allow me to create, modify, and erase things. And this is a very short summary of my ability. I see she's serious. A hacker, on the other hand, can create, but they still have the power to modify and erase things. Often forcefully, but they tend to be annoying little pests at most. She takes a sharp breath, pushing herself against Lilith's body, seemingly wanting to draw as much comfort from her succubus as she can. Said companion is silently supporting her master, not giving a single innuendo for once. Nope. My goodness. Except one. Except one? I spent the rest of yesterday researching the results of all data gathered so far, and I didn't want to believe it. I'm sorry, I'm turning this Revelry on. This is stupid. I hate it when my Revelry does this. I'm scared, Travis. I'm scared. I've never been so scared in my life. This won't just mean my end, but of everything I love and cherish. Oh gosh. That must be devastating. Luni is nearly breaking down, and she wanted to deal with it alone, all by herself as she sent me off to safety. Of course. That is it. I made the correct choice by staying. Of course. Well, of course I made the correct choice. I don't want to go back to Earth. Like, I don't want to go back to Earth and be all depressed and all. That's the most heavy-hearted choices I ever made, in case I hadn't told you. Walking up to her, I take both of Luni's hands in mine, and I look into her eyes. Luni, please calm down. I'm here. Lilith is here. Mitsuko is here. Ellie is here. All of us are strong. Strong enough to do the impossible. Please. Can you tell me what's wrong? Travis. She takes a few deep breaths. Trying to contain her fear before letting out a small, bitter laugh. I'm sorry for that, but it's the truth. I'm scared of my wits, but I can at least tell you why. Well, that's good. Ow. Ow, my God. Ow, that hurt. Crap. This is a story of something that happened before my birth. This is something that is literally older than both my and your universe, Travis. Is it? Once, there existed an infinitude of people like me. Creators. Born either from nothingness, like me, or from parent creators. They used to be the main ruling cast of existence, and were basically the ones who sets the rules for their own little universes. I've heard this story. You get to hear it for the second time. They exactly had a home. The creators of past never directly lived in their universes, like me, but rather they lived amongst their own kind. Legends tell that it was a place of ultimate beauty, incomprehensible to human eyes. Creators of old were like solar systems, with their universes rotating around them, displaying such individual creators' own skills at creation. Is that right? However, those creators weren't the most involved deities. They preferred to mingle amongst themselves than deal with their creations, which they regarded as a work of art most of the time. They were too large to notice the individual struggles of an unfathomable amount of lives that they created. Then, the unthinkable happened. A human sorcerer managed to find his way into the heavenly home of the gods. I think I already know who this is. I mean, we beat him before. Well, we've struggled, but we beat him. His name was Lost to Time. But he wanted more than anything to meet the one responsible for his creation, his one true God. And so he did, landing in front of a surprised creator. And so he did meet him. Sol, the one who created the universe where the powerful sorcerer came from. However, Sol was arrogant and prideful. He saw it as a deep insult as a lesser being would dare touch the holy home of the creators. So enraged was Sol that he took the orbiting universe in his metaphorical hands and crushed it right in front of the sorcerer, erasing everything and everyone the sorcerer ever held dear. That was the most terrible of all mistakes. Ooh, that's dark. The sorcerer, hurt, betrayed, and enraged beyond everything else, lashed out with all his power, using every single ounce of skill he possessed that allowed him to meet Soul. Oh my god. After an intense fight, the sorcerer managed to win, and thus stole Soul's power. Oh my gosh. His hatred grew beyond compare, thinking all creators to be like Soul. So, to remind himself of his hatred, he took the name of his fallen creator, Soul, as he was called from now on, began to lead the downfall of the creators. Oh my goodness. That's horrendous. He was the first of the Solarians, as what his followers were called. Yeah, no man. Now it's starting to get even worse. Man, this story is about to get even darker. Infiltrating countless universes, he managed to raise an army of mages with reality hacking powers, the army that amounted to the same number of stars in the Earth's universe. Oh, jeez. The fight was something so ridiculous, even I have trouble imagining it. Uncountable lives lost on each side, but somehow, Soul's army managed to completely destroy the creator's home, forcing them to flee, although at the cost of over 99% of his army. Man, oh man. However, Soul wasn't satisfied there. He and his remaining Solarians went on the hunt and kill all creators, be them old or newborn, and his power only grew. The highest and darkest moment of his hunt was when he and his army managed to kill Genesis, the very first creator, someone who could create hundreds of universes and concepts with a single wave of his hand. Dang, bro. Gone forever by the hatred of a powerful sorcerer. However, that was all part of Genesis' plan to deal with the single greatest threat of creation. Oh man. For you see, if creators are killed off permanently, reality will eventually die due to entropy. Soul didn't realize this, but it's possible that he also wouldn't care. So, he's unremorseful. I knew that. Genesis' death allowed him to turn Soul, something deemed impossible because of the power he acquired due to having absorbed the powers of billions of creators. My goodness. The other, eldest creator seized the chance, and so was it. That each, the oldest and most powerful creators joined together, one for each element, to seal him off forever. He was finally sealed off somewhere where his power would not grow, where his influence would have been null. Dang. His followers are still a threat, but many of them are relatively weak compared to creators, and are in such few number after the fight with Genesis that the few remaining are likely to be hiding. Man, that is just so terrifying. Yet the same could be said about us, creators. The creators will never again be as helpful as before. We live scattered, hiding, or simply ignorant of our own past and purpose. Honestly, this tale was so ridiculous I didn't believe it at first. But when by chance I came upon it, I don't even know how much of that is true or exaggeration. I wouldn't believe it was true either. But the readings I got from that data, they scare me because if this is true, because if this is true, if that red coffin is indeed the place he is sealed off, if that seal breaks, if that seal breaks, bad things, bad freaking things, it'll go from bad to worse. No. In the first place, such strength is ridiculous. Legends and myths tends to be grossly exaggerated for the sake of drama, but I can't help it. If he can counter my powers, I won't be able to protect any of you. Oh man. That's why that seal must not be broken. We need to find a way to seal him off permanently. Yes, absolutely. I mean, in the second series, I beat him before. I mean, I did struggle a few times. I raged and I struggled, but I did beat him, finally. But it was from the help of a certain someone. I forgot his name. He tagged me in a YouTube title. He tagged me in a YouTube video showing me how to beat him. But since now that I'm staying here in Luniverse for the second time in the 4th series, I think I know how to do it. Oh, it only takes just one specific video to teach me how to beat him. The myth says he's targeted only creators. However, it's also told that he also destroyed everything those creators hold dear. Oh my gosh. She looked at everyone in the room, her gaze is lingering on me. Ellie, and finally, Lilith, who was hugging her in an attempt of comfort. For someone like me, bonds are very important. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose any of you. I don't want to lose you. Luni. I don't want to lose you. This is something serious. From that tale Luni told us, even I am not sure I could defeat him by myself, especially if his powers are way beyond any sense of reason I possess. Yeah, he's an impossibility now. What I have to do at the very end, well, I think we already know the outcome. Fighting Luni when she was corrupted was like that. I didn't win because I overpowered her. I won because I was stubborn. Yeah, my stubbornness got the best of me, is what you may call it. Luni, you shouldn't let fear of the unknown get to you. You, of all people, know your full potential. Exactly. That's what Lilith said. Yeah. Besides, I'm here, and so is Travis. Together, we are invincible. Yes, indeed. We are... Yeah, we are the... heroes. I may be below you in strength, but never underestimate the light. I am a goddess too, so I won't hesitate to lend you my full help in this. See, even Mitsuko's giving her some motivation, some inspiration. Both of them. You are all so dependable. I'm glad I got to meet all of you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I am sorry about the scene I caused. I let my fear of an ancient myth get the better of me. Hey, it's all good. I mean, I almost fell off the bed for a moment there, but now I... Yeah, don't ask. Just don't ask. Don't worry, Luni. It's okay. It's okay to be afraid of something. It helps to be extra careful. On that note, how did you came across this myth if there is so few creators left? This is before I created Lilith. I decided to observe a world more closely, so I went to one of its human planets. I was still relatively inexperienced, Luniverse being barely larger than this living room. Wow, for real? I didn't do much, mostly using my abilities to remain unseen as I absorbed human behavior, but... Luni looked like she was struggling to say something. What was she gonna say? I was doing an experiment, trying to replicate materials in that world. When I was suddenly attacked, it was a Solarian cultist who was hunting for newborn creators. Oh, so she was attacked by a Solarian cultist. Oh, crap. I was pretty weak at the time, still trying to understand how my powers worked. I got defeated pretty handily. I won't lie, I was terrified of dying, and I kept asking why he was doing that to me. Luni looked to be on the verge of crying again. That must have been a pretty traumatic experience for her. Oof. Yeah. He started to gloat and told me that the story I just told you now. What? So, she was not the first one to tell me this story. It was only thanks to a creator's mind that I was able to both pay attention to him and manage to impale him from behind. Oh, so she killed him. Wow. So she stabbed him in the back and ended up impaling him right through him, killing him instantly. Wow. That's something. There was a time of my life where I actively hunted those cultists, and they were so rare in the first place that I decided to go back to my natural urge of creating stuff. Well, of course. Absolutely. That's crazy. Whoever I was attacked once by a large group of them, and they destroyed several of my earlier works. I managed to delete all of them, but the fight left me very stressed. Man, I can't say I blame you on that one, Luni. I already existed at that time. Luni was feeling both sad and angry. This was all before the corruption incident took both of us over, though. Dang, that's awful. It's just plain awful. It may have been a result of it. I'll never know. I know, however, that after a while, I started researching random numbers in order to control my own luck at that of my universe. Oh, really? Not too soon after, though, the stress overtook me, and so did the corruption. So that's how she got corrupted. This somehow resulted in Ellie being born, and then Travis appeared, and the rest is story. And the rest is history, I suppose. Yeah, of course. Honestly, I never thought I would have to deal with those cultists again, but have to deal with their very deity. Luni then shakes her head for some reason. It seems like she's a bit calmer now. Well, that's good. But wow, that was a very intense tale she just told me. There are many parts I wish had more detail, but I really don't want Luni to relive some traumatic memory. Man, my golly. I mean, it's not called Gacha Memories for a reason. That's one very intense tale, Luni. But like we said before, you got us. It was really dark, too. Why would someone stoop so low? So just tell us what to do, and we will beat this solar guy's butt back into the coffin. Solar. That's good. That was good. Alright. But first, let us eat something. Saying all that left me quite famished. Okay, let's eat. The room's mood considerably lightened. All of us took a seat in the big table, discussing things over other than our mission. Whatever it is, whoever it is, I'm sure we can keep this disaster from happening. There is too much at the stake to lose. Alright. I'm gonna save it right there. I mean, this video was supposed to end at 10:33, but after hearing about Soul, about the story of Soul, well, after hearing about the story of Soul and Luni lashing out and all, I had no choice but to keep going. I mean, I did it in the second series too, in case you forgotten that one. But yeah, Luni lashed out about a hacker. She then told us that story about Soul, and it was really dark and intense, what Ellie said. But holy heck, bro. That was nuts. Alright, that'll just about do it for Gacha Memories redo of 2024. So far, SML didn't upload. That's, something. Alright, so I'm gonna end this video here. SMG4 is probably gonna upload tomorrow. And if SML doesn't upload tonight, then he'll probably upload tomorrow. So, guys, well, of course, stay tuned for Toy Blast on what I have to say about why I didn't do a Nico Kato Avocado random reaction video today. And, to top that off, if necessarily, a Genshin Impact Twitch stream, if any of those are a follower on my Twitch. Alright, guys. You guys have a good night.